Hello, and today's Facecast on a rather wet, rainy day is in the second letter to the Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. St. Paul is writing this letter to the church in Corinth, and there are two good things to note in this passage, in this short chapter, which says, it says this, 2 Corinthians 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But thanks be to God, who always leads us in triumphal procession in Christ, and through us spreads everywhere the fragrance of the knowledge of him. It starts with the word but thanks be to God. So something else has happened beforehand. And St. Paul had been describing how he went here, he did this, he went to a place called Troas, and he's looking for Titus. He didn't find Titus, and so he went on to another place, Macedonia. It's interesting to note there, I think, that Paul kind of gets it wrong. You know, he's human. He makes mistakes. He goes from this place to that place and he's looking for someone and he doesn't find him. So he moves on to somewhere else. So it starts with a but never mind all that. But thanks be to God, who always leads us. So never mind where I might wander, what I might do, how wrong I might get it. Thanks to God, because he picks us up and leads us in the right direction. Leads us in triumphal procession in Christ. A triumphal procession in that context would have been the Roman soldiers marching in triumph around them. The Jews themselves didn't march around in triumphal procession. They were downbeaten, downtrodden, being oppressed. It was the Romans around them. But here, Paul is saying, I will be in that triumphal procession in Christ. That's how important we will be and what we do will be. And through us spreads everywhere, and Christ through us spreads everywhere the fragrance of the knowledge of him. That's a famous expression, the fragrance of the knowledge of him. It's a wonderful expression because it talks about fragrance is about smelling, sensing the knowledge of him. It's not just what we know up here. It's taking him within us to our very depths and knowing because we can smell it. We can sense it, the fragrance of the knowledge of him. And we will have all that because Christ will guide us to it, no matter what we might do that's right or wrong, no matter how lost we might get at times. We can continue to follow him and he will lead us on. That's encouraging news. That's part of the good news, that Christ will lead us to follow him. So let's open our eyes and our noses and our ears and follow him wherever he leads. Bye for now.